I think of SRI as the lazy way to do good in the world. If you've been torn between wanting to do good in the world and do well financially, this episode was made for you.
Who the f*** am I to tell you what to do with your money?
My name is Priya Malani, currently managing millions of hardworking dollars. Enough foreplay. Let's talk
Money.
Welcome to the F word. Smart money.
No bull.
Welcome back to the F word. Today I'm tackling ESG investing. It's a hot topic right now, but I'm digging into what ESG and SRI investing actually mean, who it's for, and the trade-offs you need to understand before diving in. Time to unpack the facts behind the feel-good headlines. Let's get into it. SRI stands for socially responsible investing. Socially responsible investing is typically thought of through an ESG lens. ESG stands for environmental, social, and governance. The framework of ESG provides guidelines by which we can evaluate investments to see if they are actually doing good in the world, not just doing good for their shareholders' bottom line. So Wall Street was smart with this one. What if investing was now positioned through the lens of doing good in the world? Kind of brilliant. It caught on. Before SRI came about, I think most millennials thought of investing as a get-rich-quick scheme or felt a little bit more like gambling. It just didn't feel like something they'd want to participate in. But all of a sudden, because we are a very philanthropic group, investing became really attractive to us. Because now, of course we want to invest. Of course we want to make companies better and put our money towards the companies that are actually doing good in the world. The problem is, what started as a really good idea turned out to be a marketing scheme. There's so many things I want to tell you on this. The biggest problem with ESG investing is that there is no universal guideline, no universal framework, no universal certification that a company has to go through to be considered a socially responsible investment. And the guidelines that are in place are loose. I want to just stop for a second and say that in theory, SRI makes perfect sense. We should all be investing in companies that are the ones that are actually doing good. So what's the problem with this? There are too many shady ways that a company can qualify for an ESG stamp of approval. This is no different than lipstick on a pig. Speaking of pigs, Hormel. Bet you can't guess what their ESG score is. The same as Tesla. One company packages pork. The other company provides Wi-Fi to third world countries, pushes solar panels in an effort to have cleaner energy. Same exact ESG score. So I hate to break it to you, but there are much better ways to have real impact and do good in the world than trying to use the stock market. This is one time when you can't kill two birds with one stone, making profit and trying to do good in the world. The stock market is to grow your money. Now, once you grow your money, I'm not going to stop you from taking that extra and actually putting it towards causes and organizations that can and are doing real good in the world. The one thing I love about ESG investing is that it actually got more attention and eyeballs onto the topic of investing in the first place. As a marketing effort, it was extremely successful. So many more people know about investing and think about investing with their money because of the ESG campaigns that are out there. The problem is, at this point in time, we just don't have enough research. There's not enough regulation, there's not enough standards that are globally held, and there's just not enough proof that you can build a diversified portfolio out of ESG investments. The worst part about it is that ESG index funds tend to have higher internal fees than other investments. You've probably heard of greenwashing. It's a way for a company to hide behind a premium price. All of a sudden, you believe this is a company that's doing better in the world, when quite frankly, it's really just false advertising. No meaningful sustainability efforts, but it looks good. Sometimes they even change their colors to feel more earth-friendly. We looked at one of the most popular, widely invested in ESG index funds relative to the S&P 500. Come to find out, their top holdings are identical, minus one company. The S&P 500 holds Berkshire Hathaway. This ESG index fund holds Johnson & Johnson instead. But every other investment was the exact same. And we all know that those companies at the top of the S&P 500 are clearly not designed for ESG impact. We're talking Amazon, we're talking Microsoft, we're talking Meta, Apple, Alphabet. Identical. S&P 500, ESG index fund. So fine. You might be okay to have a higher investment cost to be able to have investments that drive change in the world and are not, giving cancer to kids. The problem is if your expectation is equal return from investing in Monsanto and the local farmer, it doesn't work out that way. So let's talk about a better way to invest in line with your values. Use the market for its intended purpose, to make money. You will make money. As long as you are a mid or long-term investor, you will make money by investing in a diversified portfolio. And over time, you will have the financial resources to go drive real impact by using your money to buy local, for example. You may feel great buying organic at Whole Foods, but you'd be doing much more good if you were supporting your local community. It sucks because it's convenient, but maybe don't buy on Amazon. You could consider supporting fair trade certified companies. You could donate to local charities. Consider screening your donations through an organization like Charity Navigator or GiveWell or GuideStar, all of which evaluate how your dollars are used when you donate them. I think of SRI as the lazy way to do good in the world because it's not well researched right now. To invest well, you have to be properly diversified. And the investments that are currently stamped ESG are anything but. Just to back up, I don't want to knock it. Your intentions are good. With ESG and SRI, your intentions are great. But unfortunately, SRI is more just Wall Street's way to get higher fees on investments that are basically the same so that you get to feel good about something that isn't actually even doing the thing you think it's doing. If you really want to drive change, then use the market how it's intended, to drive profit, to grow your wealth, to be properly diversified. And then once you have those financial resources, go have the impact that you seek to have. If you've been torn between wanting to do good in the world and do well financially, this episode was made for you. Maybe send it to someone who's debating the ethics of their portfolio, and please follow the F word for more no BS financial advice. All right, see you next time.
Thanks for listening to The F Word with Priya Malani. If you like what you heard, hit subscribe wherever you're listening and leave us a review while you're at it. We're approval junkies. Don't forget, you can find a ton of great resources, content, courses, and other freebies at stashwealth.com. Now, for the capital S stuff our lawyers want us to say. Stash Wealth is a registered investment advisor. Content presented is for informational and educational purposes only and is not intended to make an offer or solicitation for any specific securities, product, service, or strategy. Consult with a qualified investment advisor, that's us, before implementing any strategy. Investing involves risk, including the loss of principal. Past performance does not guarantee future results. There, we said it.
Did I have that up?